Emergency. Emergency.
Survivors, the days keep passing, the servers still down, the silence deafening. We're being told they're working on it, but how long can this really go on? If this is truly a DDoS attack, then it must be one of the worst in gaming history, because Google says these things typically last a couple of hours to a few days, and yet here we are. At this point, I have questions, you have questions, and I think it's time we start putting the pieces together. Let's talk about it. No fluff, just facts. Hey survivors, it's your girl AngelicVix3n and welcome back to a No Fluff Ark news update. So, Dollie dropped into Discord with an update, and let me tell ya, it's about as vague as we expected. This is what it says. Hey survivors, we're continuing to work on the issue with our partners throughout the weekend. Notice that word. Notice that. Rest assured, it will remain all hands on deck throughout this period. That's it. That's the whole update. Like, really? Are you serious? Serious. That's your update. And notice, this is where I was like, interesting choice of words. She said, throughout the weekend. So, does that sound like they expect it to last the whole weekend? At least that's the way I see it with that choice of words. So basically, are we just in limbo until next week? Because I feel like they're almost saying expect it next week. I don't know. What do you think? Because throughout the weekend sounds like they're expecting it to last throughout the weekend. But if it's a DDoS attack, could you not fix it before the weekend ends? I don't know. Maybe it's just a poor choice of words. But what do you think? Because this is affecting everybody in such an intense, deep way. But I would love to hear what you think about what she put out, because that's the only update we have been given about this in a very, very long time. All right, so you know me. I like to do my homework, so I did a little Google search, and this is what I found. I wanted to know, how long does a DDoS attack typically last? Like, what is a general idea on a DDoS attack? I'm no, computer guru, so I'm listening to all this stuff, but I wanted to have something concrete, something Google could give me in print that I can show you. It says a couple of hours to a few days. So, if that's the case, what exactly is happening here? So either this is the most catastrophic, world-ending, nuclear-tier DDoS attack in gaming history, because it's been down like a week, or there's something else going on behind the scenes. And honestly, every time I read Discord, a lot of players just don't believe this DDoS attack anymore. So what do you think? Because this theory of a server move is definitely gaining traction in the community. There's actually a lot of people who are completely convinced that this is not a DDoS attack at all, but it is the Nitrado server move. And when we look at the facts, it kind of makes sense. Entire data centers keep going down, no real transparency on what's happening, and they just keep saying, we're working on it, but give no timeline. So if this is a DDoS attack, why haven't they mitigated it yet? The longer this goes on, the harder it is to believe. Now, I'm not saying I know for sure, because again, I'm not a tech guru, but even people who know their stuff are really side-eyeing this whole thing going, that doesn't make any sense. So it really makes you wonder, what do you think? Do you still think this is a DDoS attack? Or is it something else going on behind the scenes? Drop your theories in the comments. I definitely want to hear from all of you. Now, I saw people talking about something else in Discord, and I really, really want your opinions on this because this is where I feel like a serious conversation is actually developing. So some people in Discord were saying that they're going to sue Nitrado for loss of income. I didn't even think about it this way, but they were talking about how Twitch streamers and YouTubers and content creators who play Ark for a living, right now, they're completely cut off from their income because the servers have been down for days. I mean, I didn't even think about it like that. But yeah, there are people actually losing money over this. So what do you think? Really, like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, wow, I didn't even think about it that way. But yeah, that is definitely impacting people. You know, should these creators sue Nitrado? Do they even have a case? I don't know about the legal stuff. Or is this just something that comes with gaming? I would love to hear from the experts. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. I honestly have no idea what the legal side of this looks like, but it's a good point that people are bringing up. It's a real issue for people right now who are in this position. So definitely, please let me know what you think about this. All right, survivors, I want to have a little bit of fun. All this negativity and this doom and gloom of not having servers is definitely just maddening at this point. You know, the Ark withdrawal is real. I own it. I miss Ark. I miss playing on my servers. I miss the other players on my servers, and I miss my dinos. I own it. I miss it. I can't wait for it to come back, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, since we're all stuck in limbo, I want to take a trip down memory lane. How many of you are OG ASE players? Raise your hand, make some noise. When did you start? Where did you play? Drop it in the comments. OG all the way, baby. Because for me and Beast, we've been playing Ark since the beginning. We started on Xbox, we randomly picked a server and we jumped in. And we found out we were on a primitive PvE server. Yeah, back in the day, there were servers where there were no guns, no tech, just raw survival. Any of you from those servers? There weren't many. And what's funny is for a while, because it's Ark, right? Survival. We thought that was how Ark was across the entire network. We didn't know. We picked a different type of server. But it turned out we were on one of those rare primitive servers, and I am so glad I started there. You learn how to play very different when you have no guns, no tech, and no fancy stuff. We were on primitive server 92. Eventually, though, we did move into regular PvE and got our guns and our tech, and we moved to island server 72. And we've been surviving Ark ever since. So what about all of you? Where did your Ark journey begin? Since we can't play, I thought, hey, let's reminisce. Who are the OG Ark players up in here? Make some noise. And the last thing that I want to know, what have you been doing to fill your time since there has been no Ark in your life? I had to do something to fill my Ark void. So as you can see in these clips, I went into single player to practice my sniping skills because let's be real, I needed my Ark fix and I needed to let off some steam because I missed this game and I'm definitely going through withdrawal. What have you been doing to survive this no Ark era? Watching Ark videos, touching grass, I don't know. Definitely let me know in the comments below how you are surviving Ark being MIA. All right, survivors, that's the latest. Another vague message, still no servers, and a whole lot of unanswered questions. Wild card. We need more than We're just working on it. And with all the talk about people suing Nitrado, this whole thing is starting to feel a whole much bigger. What do you guys think? I'll definitely keep you posted as soon as I hear more. So make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next No Fluff Ark news. Until then, stay strong, keep those Ark memories alive, and let's hope we get some actual news from Wildcard real soon.